Today we have lesson 3 in the trig, which talk about the main trigonometrical ratios of some spatial angle. And we have three angles are called spatial angle. The first one which we have it angle 30, and the second one which we have it angle 60. First, we have studied before in middle 2 the triangle which is called 30 and 60 triangle. Do you remember? I will remember you. This triangle. This is the triangle, okay? As we have. This triangle is called ADB. Right angle at D, as we have it in your book. And the measure of angle A is 30 and measure of angle A is 60. We have studied before in middle 2 a rule talk about this triangle, which is called the triangle which is 30 and 60 triangle. We have studied before a rule which said the side which is opposite to the angle 30 equals half the length of the hypotenuse. Do you remember? So what is the side now which opposite to angle 30 is BD. Excellent. So BD equals half the length of the hypotenuse. It means half AD. So I can write this ratio on the figure. The side BD equals half the hypotenuse. This is the basic of this rule. If I have the ratio of the two sides BD and AB, how we get the ratio of the side AD? As we have studied before in the last lesson, since measure of angle D equals 90, right? I can apply Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, AD, which is a small side, equals the hypotenuse power 2 minus the other side power 2. If I calculate it by using calculator, I get root 3. So it means this side will be its ratio root 3. And I can write centimeter. We cannot write centimeter. Why? Because this will be is a ratio. Okay? Will be a ratio. From this ratios, I can get sine angle B, sine angle A first, which is sine 30, and I can get cosine 30, and I can get tan 30 from the calculator. Who can tell me how we get sine 30? Sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse. What is the opposite of angle 30? Excellent. 1, which is BD. And what is the hypotenuse? Is 2. So the sine of 30 equals half. You have it in your book. The second one, cosine 30. Cosine 30 means adjacent over hypotenuse. Excellent. What is the adjacent of angle 30? Root 3. And where is the hypotenuse? 2. So cosine 30 will be root 3 over 2. The last one, how we get tan 30? To get tan 30, who can tell me the ratio of the tan opposite over adjacent? 1. And the adjacent of angle 30 is root 3. We have studied before in middle 2, if I have a root q dash in the denominator, we can get it in the simplest form by multiplying it by root 3 up and down. It will be root 3 over 3. This is the main rule. To understand this one, I have to understand this triangle. In solving problems, we can solve by using calculator. How? And cosine 30 by the same way, by using calculator, it will be root 3 over 2. Right. And tan 30 by the same way, it will be root 3 over 3. The calculator gives you the result in the simplest form directly. Okay? You understand? By the same way, from the same triangle, this is angle 30, the first angle of the special angles. The second angle, 60 of the special angles. We can get it from the same triangle. Okay? Sine 60 from the same triangle. It will be opposite over hypotenuse. It will be root 3 over 2. Then cosine 30, it will be half adjacent over hypotenuse. And tan 60 will be opposite over adjacent. The opposite of angle 60 will be root 3 and the adjacent will be 1. So root 3 over 1 equals root 3. This is the second angle. You understand it? I told you before we have some special angles. Okay, the first one 30 and the second one 60 and the third one it will be 45. Will be what? 45. This is also you have it in your booklet, page 13. Okay, you can look with me now at page 13 by the same way. The angle 45, it will be lies where it will be lying in the triangle, which we have studied before in the first term of middle 2. This triangle is right angle triangle and also isosceles triangle. Okay? If this triangle A, C, B is an isosceles triangle and right angle triangle, how we get the measure of angle B and the angle C? Angle A and angle B will be the base angles of the triangle. To get its measure, I will subtract 180 minus 90 divided 2. It will be 45 and 45. Okay? The ratio of the two sides, AC and BC, the two sides are equal. So if I have this side 1, so this side 1. This side 5, so this side 5. So 1 to 1 is the ratio between them in the simplest form. By the same way, by using Pythagoras rule, since measure of angle C equals 90, therefore, how we get the side AB? The side AB is called the hypotenuse. It will be 1 power 2 plus 1 power 2 equals root 2. Yes. Look at your booklet, page 13, by the same way. How we get sine 45? Sine 45 will be opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite one and the hypotenuse root 2. To get it in the simplest form, it will be root 2 over 2. Okay? By the same way, how to get the cosine? Cosine 45 adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent one will hypotenuse root 2. So by the same way, it will be root 2 over 2 in the simplest form. The last one, how we get tan 45? Tan 45 opposite over adjacent. So it will be 1 over 1 equals 1. This is the third angle. Okay? So the special angles which we have it in this lesson, we have angle 30 and angle 60 and the third one 45. Why, mister, these angles are called the special angles? Because we have studied before in some special triangles and we can get the answers, the sine and cosine, the tan, by using your calculator. You understand? This is our lesson today. How we solve some problems. You can open your booklet. We have started this lesson, which on page 13. Open your booklet, page 17. We will try to solve some problems on this part. Example 6. He asked me to prove that. Look at example 6. He asked me to prove that cosine 60 equals 2 cosine 30 power 2 minus 1. What I will do? How we prove it? To prove this one, we have to start with the left hand side. Where is the left hand side? Which is cosine 60. You can get its answer by using calculator. Cosine 60 equals half. This is the left hand side. Okay? The second one, the part which after the equal, which is called right hand side. By the same way, right hand side 2 cosine power 2 30 minus 1, 2 times cosine 30 power 2, calculated by using calculator, it will be root 3 power 2, root 3 over 2 all power 2, okay, minus 1, and calculated by using your calculator, okay, it will be also 1 over 2. So what we have now, the left hand side will be half and the right hand side will be half. From 1 to 2, therefore the left hand side equals the right hand side. Equals. This is the way to prove any problem by the same way. Okay? You understand? Okay. By the same way, we can solve number 2. Concentrate with me. Number 2, he asked me also to prove that I will start with the left hand side. Where is the left hand side? 1060 power 2. So I can write 1060 root 3 all power 2 minus 1045 power 2, 1 power 2. Root 3 power 2, 3. 3 minus 1 equals 2. This is the value of the left hand side. By the same way, I can get the right hand side. Cosine 60 power 2. Cosine 60 half power 2 plus sine 60 power 2. Sine 60 root 3 over 2 all power 2. Right. Plus 2 sine 30. Yani 2 times half. Excellent. I can get the result of this one. This one will be 1 over 4, and this one will be 3 over 4, and 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. This is the right hand side. So, from the left hand side and the right hand side, we get the value of the left hand side equal the value of the right hand side equal to. This is how to solve the proof by using this way. Okay? By the same way, we have number 7. Look at number 7. Number 7 by the same way. Okay? You ask me to prove that. You can follow me by the same way. Number 1. To prove this one, 7. Number 1. Okay? Where is the left hand side in this part? Sine 30 power 2. Sine 30 half power 2, it will be 1 over 4. This is the left hand side. What about the right hand side? The right hand side will be 5 times cosine 60 power 2. Cosine 60 power 2 half power 2 minus 1045 power 2, 1 power 2. You can calculate it. 5 times 1 over 4 minus 1. It will be 1 over 4 by the same way. From the first step and the second step, therefore, the left hand side equals the right hand side equals 1 over 4. So we have, this is our lesson today. Thank you for listening and good